What's up, everybody? What is up? Happy Saturday. Before we jump into the challenge, I quickly want to go over my deck list. Quick little deck tech. Today's list that I'm running is nothing fancy. Very, very similar to what I've been running in the past. Main deck hasn't changed. Still running a suite of 2 Boseiju and all the other normal lands. There's nothing really special about it. It has 2 Twilight Mirrors instead of Yavimaya and Urborg. And then the rest of the main deck, we have 1 Prosperous Innkeeper instead of the 4th Wall of Roots, 2 Endurance, 3 Eldritch Evolution. So if you've watched my videos in the past, you've heard me recite this same deck list 100 times over. Sideboard of note, this is version 7.7 on my stat sheet. Currently 73% win percentage. I swapped out the Hearse for a 2nd Endurance. Still have 2 Assassin's Trophy, 1 Hapatra, which has been performing very, very well. And then all the other usual suspects. Our first round started. I'm going to jump in. Let's do it to it. All right. So this is match 1 of our modern challenge. We are on the draw. We are playing against Hedron Squid 24. Pull this mic a little closer. And our opening 7 is definitely key. It is acceptable. Opponent mulligans to 5 cards. And they keep their 5. Let's see what they're doing over there. Misty Pass. So right off the bat, when somebody mulligans so low, the first thought that goes into my head, at least, is Tron, which it appears they are not, which is good. Our hand is leaning pretty heavily on a 3rd land. They do have a companion. Okay. So yeah, they're running like a blue control list. All right, so we could just jam Grist, but I think I'm gonna play a little more conservatively. And maybe what I do, they have 4 cards in hand. Maybe I go double Wolf. Yeah, let's do that. The reason I'm doing this is because it sets up a Yogg turn next turn. Potentially. Or in 2 turns, I guess. Alright, they missed their 3rd land drop. It's weird that they fetched when they didn't have a 3rd land. And we hit our land. So we'll bring the beats. Then I'm going to flash an Endurance EOT, and then I'll play out Yogg the following turn. Assuming they try to counter the Endurance. And excuse my voice. It's very nasally, I know. I'm a little under the weather. The morning time seems to be the worst time, is when I feel the most sketchy. Pretty excited. Yesterday I had the opportunity, after I got off stream, I got to add in alerts for subs and for donations and follows. And I think they're fun. So, all right, they didn't counter anything there. I wonder if they don't have any counter spells. another land here. I'm gonna take a hit for 5. All right, and here, I think I'm just gonna jam Yogg. It seems to me that they don't have a counter spell, so, or maybe they do. Like, if they're not dealing with the board, though, they're just gonna die. Like, if we draw another land, we actually have lethal next turn. If they don't have another counterspell. Okay. So there's our land. We'll see if it matters. Is it a prismatic ending? Okay, sure. So now we're going to shut off their fetch lands with this Drolf's Messenger. We're going to attack them. Alright, and they're at 1 life. I don't know what their out is at this point, but they don't have many. And they scoop. Alright, so it's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. They got a little unlucky. So they're running 5-color control with Wrenn and 6. And for anybody who's watching, if you wouldn't mind, just let me know how my audio is, if there's an echo or not. So I'm thinking about these 8 cards. We're going to pull out Evos. We're going to pull out Birds because they have Wrenn and 6. I'll pull out Innkeeper as well. And then probably a Wolf. So that will be our 60 here. The Assassin's Trophies are mostly for Leyline Bindings, so that's why we have those there. All right, game 2. We are up a game. Our opponent mulliganed pretty low game 1 and missed their 3rd land drop for about 4 turns in a row. All right, we'll keep this 7. This is kind of like a 6, but it's an acceptable 6, so. That was a fine draw. I like having the land. So I think I'm going to lead fetch. Second guessing my choices here now. I was going to fetch Shock Thoughtseize. Yeah, I think we need to just in case they have a Wrenn and 6. Oh, they have 2. Okay. They also have an Aether Gust. So we can get rid of both of their Wrenn and 6s. Thoughtseize 1 and then Trophy the other. It will put them up a land, which is kind of annoying. think we do that. Just don't want them to generate the card advantage associated with the card. So they'll get the Wrenn and 6 here, and then we'll trophy it. They'll still be getting some card advantage. And they returned Misty. Alright, another land, not bad. We're just going to get a basic here. This is a little bit of a slow start for us. I think our best draw from here is something like an Endurance. Alright, Geist isn't bad. So we'll let them use their ending on the Geist, and we'll have Yogg next turn, assuming they didn't draw into a counterspell, which they might have. They drew it to Fairy? No. Alright, so they have 6 cards in hand. They're representing the Gust. They also could be representing Counterspell. All right, so for here, I'll lead with an attack. They do have another land in hand, so if they do have, they'll be able to Gust and ending. So I think we're going to do it this way. We're going to play the Grist into the Gust. They let it resolve. Interesting. All right. Wonder if they have something like Dress Down into Verdict. Yawgmoth in the graveyard. Despite the fact that we have a decent board state, it does feel like we're behind this game. This feels like the ending. Okay, so we didn't know about that. We know about 2 of the 5 cards in their hand. Okay, that was a really good draw. So we lead with an attack. We need our Arbor to live one more turn here. Then we can force through a Yogg on our next turn. Alright, this is dress down, I'm guessing. Okay. So there's the Gust. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put that on top. Oh, I didn't realize they brought that to their hand. Okay. All right, I think we're in a pretty good place right now. I'll jam this Yogg. Let's see here. Oh, they don't have a counterspell. Wow. I think they're in trouble. Okay, and they scooped. Woo! That's a pretty easy 1-0 right there. We got there. All right, we are on the draw. This is round 2 of the Modern Challenge. We are currently 1-0. We are playing against Bastida, and they have revealed a Jegantha on the opposite side of the board. Let's go. Opening 7. Very acceptable. We will keep this 7. Like, the trend with opening hands is always like, the hands are good, but you do need to draw a third land at some point. Like, that's the consistent part of like really good openers. We'll keep this. They keep their 7. Jegantha on the opposite side, we're thinking, you know, maybe this is Domain, maybe this is like a food deck. Oh no, your RCQ plans got canceled? That sucks. Alright, so the lead on Mesa. So I'm thinking Domain is my first guess. And drawing another wolf actually isn't bad, because it gives us a way to use our mana efficiently on turn 2. I guess this could also be Breach. There's some Breach lists that are running Grape Shot as a win con instead of what do you call it? That was a good draw as well. We're firing on all cylinders right now. Running Grape Shot instead of the other thing, the Merfolk. All right, we're bringing the beats. I mean, they are representing counterspell mana, but I mean, they can't have counterspell with Jegantha in the list, so I'm not 100% sure what they're doing. We're 1 mana short of a kill next turn. All right, iteration. Let's see what they're doing here. The Jegantha is throwing me off. I'm not sure. Wipe my nose. I sound like crap, don't I? Okay. Still 7 cards. So if they have something like a Blood Moon, that would be bad. I wonder, I think we just pass here and then try to kill them next turn. think that's the move. Another iteration, sure. Yeah, we're assuming that this is Breach. If they have Saga, yeah, they're not playing Moon. It's not clear to me that's what this is as of yet. Lightning Bolt. Sure. I'm just gonna bolt my face. Don't really have a good target for that bolt as it stands. Bolt the wall, sure. I guess they're trying to cut me off of like a cord line. Flash Mr. Endurance in. Okay, so that does cut us off of the kill. But we will have a Yogg in play. Unless we draw into Innkeeper. Innkeeper gives us the kill. No. Like, they're not really doing much over there. I guess I should have... Huh. Maybe I should have waited on that. I just took a point I didn't need to take. I'll draw just a few cards. Bird. Like, best draw is another wolf, probably. Wolf into an Endurance. Draw one or two more here. Cord. So that's kind of representative of another. It's representative of another wolf, essentially. All right, they have 7 cards in hand. We're at 12 life. Let's see what they can do here. We're not out of the water as of yet. If that's their game plan, it's not going to be good enough. All right, and they scoop. All right, we're up a game. Up a game against what I am assuming is Breach. So with that being said, let me see my sideboard guide here. Forces, Liberator, Endurance, Ooze, Hearse. I don't know if I like all 3 forces against them, if this is what they're doing. I might only bring in 2. I'm boarding out Grist, Cord, Ignoble, Geralf's Geist. Grist, Cord, Geralf's ignoble Geist. How do we feel about that? Let's see. I don't hate Hapatra either. Endurance are definitely a yes. Ooze is a yes. Force, might. And we got one more card here. Like, they will have points of interaction for our graveyard. They'll have like Relic or that other card, I forget what it's called. Soul Guide Lantern. Like, the issue with Force of Vigor is that they have another angle of attack. Geist isn't great against... Maybe we just keep the fourth, or maybe Trophy. We'll go with Trophy. Alright, this is a good opening 7. We're a little glutted on Yawgmoths, but we have points of interaction, so I like this. Like drawing a third land and like a Wall of Roots, those would probably be the 2 best cards. Okay. So that confirms our suspicions. All right, there's our land, which is good. I would rather not pitch Endurance to Force of Vigor or vice versa, but we might be priced into doing that depending on what they're doing. It's interesting they played out the Saga on turn 1. Okay. Sure. It's a weird sequencing from our opponent. Another Endurance, that's pretty good. So we've got them covered a couple of different ways. Yeah, Grist is medium in this matchup. I guess I'm a little overly afraid of them having their beatdown plan online. I think that's one of the main ways we lose. They really wanted that bobble, right? Casting out the turn 1 Saga. Okay. Yeah, their hand is a little anemic, it seems. Innkeeper is likely going to be... It could be pitch fodder. But I think we're going to leave up Endurance this turn, just so we can get some pressure on the board, and then we'll leave the other one back. Yeah, the Iconoclast can get out of hand, but us having Yawgmoth, like the way our hand lines up, I think we should be able to deal with that. And I think we just get another Forest here. What card types do they have? They have 4 card types, okay. Alright, so we got a Yawg in play. We have Endurance up, so if they try any shenanigans, we can we can do stuff with that. We also have Force of Vigor, so I feel pretty good about our position right now. All right, and they're just passing. Yeah, and now, all right, that was not a great draw. All right, so I can attack with the Yawgmoth because even if they activate the Saga, they're not going to be able to block and make a creature there. So we're okay in that department. I'll kind of play it by ear in terms of what I do with this Force of Vigor and Endurance. Like, they're not really threatening the combo right now. Alright, they don't have any way of using that as it stands. I'm guessing they have maybe a Ragavan. Sure. Yeah, we'll take a hit for 4. I think I'm going to cast out this Endurance. This might be a mistake, but Alright, Boseiju is a good draw as well. Alright, so I'm going to lead by attacking with Endurance. And then we're going to nab the Needle. Maybe I should have done this pre-combat. Needle and a Construct, I think. Okay. So this is still a close game. I mean, they still have ways to punish us. Like, the fact we have 2 other Yawgmoths in our hand isn't great. Yeah, Boseiju is obviously nice to have. We just need like an Undying creature. We need to find a way to start generating some value. They're going to have 3 card types. Alright. Alright, so they're not there yet. So we need to kill this Emery and get rid of the Grinding Station. We'll go down to 8. Best draw is an Undyer. And that was not it. I just want to make sure I have enough mana to do everything I want to do, which includes Boseiju, which includes potentially proliferating as well. This is a close game. I think we lead on the Peatland. Okay, that's pretty good. So this can give us endurance if we want it. I feel like that might be a little slow. Like chord for 1. We need to get rid of the Emery. I think we get a wolf here. Alright, Geist isn't bad. It's just our life total is a little low here. This is tricky. Tricky. 1, 2. I feel like we might lose, but we're gonna see how this goes. It's gonna be close. This is regular. Regular Yogg. Like if they don't have the breach, we're okay. Kind of. All right, yeah, we have to block here. Chord is a good draw. All right, they have the breach. So let me think through this here real quick. So they breach. They bring Emery into play. I think we're just dead regardless, unfortunately. Okay. Maybe I should have dumped the grinding station first there. Oh shit, I was supposed to get the breach. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't believe I just did that. That was so stupid. I just punted that. Oh my gosh, I just gave that away. I forgot that Boseiju could hit enchantments. That was so stupid. Alright, they had the grape shot. That was so stupid. Oh my god. All right. Wow. I can't believe I did that. All right. Game 3. I think I'm going to bring in the last Force of Vigor. That was so bad. Still wasn't out of the woods, but oh my gosh, so bad. What's up, Zerk? Cool deck. I don't know if you just saw me punt or not, but I did. Yeah, no, I realized what I did wrong there, Turtles. I'm well aware of the mistake I made. Sometimes you get a little tunnel vision. I was so focused on the grinding station, I completely forgot about the fact I needed to hit the breach. Alright, so we're going to keep this. We have a lot of interaction. They're on a 6-card hand. Our turn 1 is just land pass. If they lead on something like Saga, we'll nab it with the Might turn 2. No, it's okay. Yeah, it was very apparent what I did wrong after I did it. Oh wait, turn off auto yields. I should have fetched there. That was bad. All right. Fetch basic, and we'll play out our birds. I don't expect this to live, but yeah, that's not the most mana efficient play, having Might in my hand, but I don't want to cast it out too early because it's just going to get heated. So I do want to have a target when I do cast it. This hand is pretty good. We have 5 cards in hand. Evo's not the greatest draw. Alright, we're going to try to start turning some value with our Grist. I expect an iteration this turn. There it is. Alright, so this is the carded disadvantage that they had off of the mulligan. They've just recouped that. I think we need to use our points of interaction very wisely. Interesting, they didn't put that in their hand. Alright, so I think they're going to heat here. And I think we have to let this happen. Marsh isn't bad. I feel like we kind of need to use this Evo. Like, best card we can get is Ooze, I think, but I think maybe we wait one more turn and just leave up Endurance. feel like our best draw from here is like a, probably a wolf. All right. All right, I'm gonna flash in the endurance here. This lets me Evo into a Yawgmoth. And that, yeah, that makes it even better. Swing for 3. I'll play out the Innkeeper. And then I'll Evo. Get Yawgmoth. And then kill the Emry, I think. I wonder if I kill the Emry now or later. I guess I didn't play, I don't think I played a land drop. Did I play a land? Turn 4, turn 5. No, I didn't play a land yet, so I think I kill the Emry now, try to hit a land, and then maybe even like a young wolf or something. Okay. So things are looking okay so far. Got a couple of points of interaction here, which is good. Okay, they're gonna double heat. All right, fine with that trade. All right, so Evo was actually a really good draw, and the reason being is because we can go Wall of Roots into Grist and leave up Force of Vigor for their turn. And I will not forget this time around that we can hit Breach with our Force of Vigor as well, so I definitely will keep that on our radar. And if we can get Grist up to 5 loyalty, it might just be enough to be lethal. Iteration, that's pretty good. Let's see what they exile here. Noxilus, I greatly appreciate the kind words, thank you. And I hope I said your name correctly. Alright, they're fetching here. They have 4 card types. Alright, so Prismatic Ending on our Grist. It's fine. They have 2 cards in hand. I think we might just get like Ooze here and just like chew up their graveyard a little bit. Or maybe we don't. The problem with Ooze is we won't have a green card, which I don't love. They don't really have too much going on in their graveyard right now, but I don't want to take the chance. Ooze would represent lethal next turn as well, though. And then we could leave up a draw with the Peatland to hope, or we can just play out like the Might. It's a little risky. There's like a lot of different lines that are available to us here. All right, play out the Marsh. I think we get Ooze here. Alright, so we can eat 2 cards with the ooze, or we can draw a card and try to have that Force of Vigor. Alright, so they play out Breach here. I guess I probably should have eaten the Emery in response. That was a mistake. Yeah, that was bad. Okay, interestingly cast Iteration. Let me get rid of this Breach in response. Yeah, I should have eaten the Emery in response. That was a mistake. All right, and here, just eat Iteration out of their graveyard. All right, that's a pretty good draw. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So that gets us a Yawgmoth, which isn't bad. This is a very close game, it feels like. They put Gigantha in their hand. Okay, we're okay with that. Alright, we got Yogg. Alright, that was very, very good. Alright, we can attack with Yogg now. I'm gonna minus this now just so I can try to find a green card. Oh, and does that just give us lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get our Blood Artist down to 5, down to 4, 3, 2. We can put them down to 1 life with Blood Artist. The thing with Wall of Roots, that actually might hurt us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think we just pass here. Like, we're really, really close to lethal. I think they're priced into getting... This might be lethal now. Hold on. No, I think we have to wait on it. Yeah, so obviously they have to get that. Sure, another Saga. I'll take that hit. We're going to cast that, and I think we dump here. Yeah, here. And the Otawara Yawgmoth. Okay, that's fine. What a crazy game, right? No messenger post board. I cut the messenger. Oh, actually, do I have it? Let me see. Yeah, I cut the messenger post board. I'm really tight on time here. Can I just... Oh, that was a mistake. Fuck. All right, I have to wait one more turn here. If they have breach, I could be in trouble. Giganta, okay, that's fine. Draw a card. Force of Vigor, not bad again. I'm gonna draw a few cards here. I want to see if I can just get the kill. Okay, endurance is good. This game is so close. Yeah, Boseiju hits breach. I imagine they get like a Shadow Spear here. Spellbomb's annoying. I wonder if I force the issue. Okay. Sure. Let's see if they sequence this properly. They did not. This game is very messy, but I think we have the win here. Got 53 seconds. And they scooped. Woo. Yeah, time was the issue there. That was tricky. That's a very, very tricky matchup. Very, very tricky. We were the last match there. I gotta shake it out a little bit. Whew. That's stressful. All right. All right, Gigantha again. We're gonna mulligan this 7. And I like our 6. Especially if this is another breach deck, this is a good 6-card hand. I'm gonna hedge that this is breach. And I'm gonna get rid of the cord. All right, let's go. I'm still stressed out after that last game. Okay, this is not breach. All right, we better get our beats on real quick. I lost to Tron last night. I think, yeah, we need to pressure them and pressure them quick. They're on a 7-card hand, which doesn't feel great for us. Stirrings. Who plays Tron these days? All right, they didn't hit a Tron land. Relic, gotcha. If they have turn 3 Tron, I think we're going to be in a bit of trouble. The fact that they took Karn and didn't take a Tron land, and they kept their opening 7, leads me to believe they likely have a turn 3 Tron. Yep, there it is. This is an uphill battle from here. All right, so there goes our endurance. I would guess, yeah. This feels like we're losing this game. Wall of Root's not great. I mean, I could play out the wall. I mean, if they have like a board wipe, we're just gonna lose, so probably doesn't matter. This is kind of just like, all right, if you have it, you have it. You can move on to game 2. They're up to 9 mana. 5 cards in hand. Six. Okay, if this is like a worm coil, that's fine. Alright, our best draw here is a Yawgmoth. Let's see it. Womp. That's a little unfortunate. Yeah, the hand we had is not a good hand for this matchup. It is this was not the right hand to keep against Tron, but we honestly, okay, I'm just gonna, we're not winning this game. Okay, game 2. We're bringing our points of interaction, which are these guys. I think there's an argument for Hapatra as well, because they do have relics. We're shaving those. Make sure that that's everything I want to do. I don't think I've ever played against regular Tron on camera. 3 wall, 2 endurance. Oh, the endurance is I think that's fine. All right, we'll go with it. Yeah, I've been on Trophy for a while and it's been very good. I would like to play first, please. Yeah, the trophy lists that I've been running are over 70% over a pretty large number of matches, so. Opening 7. This hand is like borderline, but I think it's a keep. This hand might be a little bit of a trap. We'll see. And they begin with 7 cards again. If we were on the draw, this would definitely be a mulligan, but the fact we're on the play, I think we can keep this. And we definitely need to hit another. We need a land. That's our best draw here. It's not a land. All right. I think we need to play out our Boseiju, unfortunately, and dump our board. See if they have turn 3 Tron again. It's feeling like it. Another Evo. is not what we wanted. All right, we'll lead with an attack. Hit for 4. Yeah, we can't combo though because they have the relic. So that cuts us off of that line. See if they have turn 3 Tron again. Feels like they're going to, but it also feels like they're going to have to use a scrying to get it, which is okay. So this gives us a shot here. And if they cast out like a stone, which they didn't. So we're going to have to use some trickery to get this win. All right, that wasn't bad. Okay, so we start with an attack for 4. We're going to Evo away the Young Wolf. And then if they respond with a relic activation, we'll sacrifice one of the Hierarchs, and then I'll try to get them that way. Yeah, we're definitely grabbing the messenger. See what they do here. Okay, so I wonder. Wonder if I can win from here. So they made the right call. I get messenger. Or I get Hapatra. No. I can get like Blood Artist and Messenger maybe. No, I need to get 2 Undyers. Okay, yeah, I need to get 2 Undyers here. Unfortunately, I don't have... I don't have Force of Vigor in the deck, which kind of sucks. Okay. We'll just pass from here. See what they do. I mean, I can't really win from here, so we need to see what they do. If they have something like an Ugin, we're in deep, deep trouble. They're thinking. Like they can't tap out. This is very close. It might be close, it might not be. If they just go like Ugin, wipe our board. It's not very close. They're doing a lot of thinking. Quite a bit of thinking. I would love to have the chance to go to game 3. That would be really nice. I've had natural turn 3 Tron. Well, I guess not natural because they did scrying. Alright, they scooped. Oof, I didn't think we were winning that one. I'll be honest. I thought we were losing there. Alright, so here I'm going to bring in a Force of Vigor on the draw. I might even bring in a second one. Shave a chord. I think we're going to go like that. Alright. The all-important game 3. Hopefully you don't keep a 7-card hand. And they just have it all. Wouldn't mind seeing one of our Necros. This game is so stressful, right? I think we've mulliganed every game, right? They're on the play. No, we didn't mulligan last game. It was kind of a sketchy keep, though. Yeah, this hand we definitely can't keep. This is already like a basic swamp messenger. They keep a 7-card hand again. All right. I mean, if we hit like runner, this could be okay, but we can't keep this. We're mulliganing to 5. I guess. I guess. Sure. I don't have the expectation we're winning this game, unfortunately. Not where you want to be on a 5-card hand. I mean, we can kind of hope that they brick. That would be nice. Like, they don't always have to have it, right? I tested Tron for a little bit, and it was, I don't know, it seemed inconsistent to me when I did play it. And I feel like my opponents always have it. This was like years ago. I was testing it for a Star City event. I didn't really have a home in Modern, so... Alright, let's see if they have it. Turn 3 Tron. Even if they do, if they have something like Wormcoil... Like, Wormcoil we can beat. Alright, there's turn 3 Tron again. Alright, so now finding something like a Boseiju is our best draw. Yeah, we're in a bit of trouble here. Alright, feels bad. Like, the way we win is they don't have Ugin, don't have Ulamog, don't have Karn. They play like, literally just like Wormcoil. That's how we win. And we draw into like Yawgmoth. Yawgmoth into Boseiju. A very specific set of cards. And if we draw that specific set of cards, we will be getting very, very lucky. Opponent's doing a lot of thinking. Like, the hard part is already behind them, right? Like, the sequencing in the early turns to get Tron lands is where the deck is challenging. At this point, you just cast your big stupid thing, and let's move on. Like, we get it. You have options. Put me out of my misery. Or we can just sit here. In the meantime, while our opponent slow rolls us, yeah, nothing that we really boarded out here would have been much better than the Force of Vigor. I mean, obviously Force of Vigor is not doing anything. I guess maybe having an extra Grist if they cast a Planeswalker here, but other than that, I'm really not sure what our opponent is doing right now. As we wait to accept our fate. How are other Yaugrs doing in the challenge right now? How's Zerk doing? How's Demonic Tutors doing? I guess our other out here is maybe they disconnected and we timed them out. Alright. They're casting something. 6 mana. Maybe they're casting something, maybe not. Karn, okay. Minus Karn. Karn into the Stonebrain, sure. Alright, we are out of Yawgmoths. Not sure why that took so long. There go our Yawgmoths. I'm not sure what our best draw is from here. Definitely not that. All right, passing it back. They put Gigantha into their hand. Cityscape Leveler. When you cast a spell and whenever it attacks, destroy up to one target non-land permanent its controller. Okay. Sure. Guess we have a target for our Force of Vigor here. Do we have anything worthwhile for our cord? Like, the unfortunate thing is that this Marsh comes in tapped, so it's kind of punished for playing out the Foothills last turn. Like, Grist is probably our best get at this point. I think Grist is how we win, maybe. Yeah, I know they can escape the Leveler. We don't really care too much about that. Okay, there's a Karn. They can go Karn into Giganta. Oh, it's only artifact spells? Oh, that's really annoying. So that doesn't do anything for us then in that case. Okay, yeah, so I guess we need to draw land on our turn. Yeah, that doesn't cut it. Like, we can attack down the Karn, which is good. This is a bit of an uphill battle here. And we're going to take a huge hit if this leveler comes back. Yeah, Sanctum. Alright, y'all. I'm scooping. Enough's enough. We're not winning that. That was unfortunate. Alright, we are back. This is round 4 of our Modern Challenge, yes. I was thinking Legacy. We are currently on the play. We are 2-1, and we are playing against Majoriate, I guess is how you say that. Let's do it. Opening 7 is a keep. We like this hand. Let me just update stream stats here. We're 2-1 currently. Opponent mulligan to 6. Major Riot. That would be correct. See, this is why I have people helping me here. Probably should have put an underscore in there so you could differentiate between the two words. All right, so they keep their 6-card hand. When I was playing Storm, I used to keep stats on what every opponent was playing too, from like a deck list perspective. Like, I would log every single match I played, and I don't do that anymore. But like, if it was something that I did, like, the more data you keep, you actually know what everybody's playing before you even begin the match, assuming they tend to stay on 1 or 2 decks. So they lead on Foothills. Alright, so we'll get a turn 2 Grist out here, which is nice. We didn't really want another Dork. I would have taken another land. That would have been decent. And there it goes into our graveyard. Let's see what they're doing here. They don't have a companion. I think this is the first match we've played where our opponent hasn't had a companion. First round we played against Kahira, and then the last 2 rounds were Giganta decks. Okay, Stomping Ground. This feels like a Renin 6 coming down. If it is a Renin 6 and they kill our bird, we'll be able to attack down the Renin 6 with the Geist, which would be nice. Okay, that kind of sucks. And they exiled a Blood Moon from their hand. Excuse me. Alright, so they're taking out our Grist. So that's a 2-for-1. I'm okay with that. There's the Wrenn and 6 that we expected. Let's see if they hit our bird. Alright. So I think I'm okay with those trades. We're going to miss our land drop, but they're a little low on resources, and we have a lot of dorks in our hands. So if they have another Fury, that would be really bad. But if they don't, I think our hand is pretty good. They have another Blood Moon, or is this a Pyromancer? Okay, there's a Blood Moon. Best draw here is like Wall Roots. I'm going to lead Hierarch here, just in case they have something like a Ragavan. I'm going to leave a blocker back. The next turn we can Evo our Geist into a Yawgmoth if our Hierarch survives, which I don't think it will. Bloodbraid, okay. You don't see Bloodbraid too often these days. Bloodbraid into Pyromancer. So you're getting pretty good value out of that. Discard Tranquil Thicket. So they're running like an old school, like Ponza deck. Okay, we're hoping. Okay, so they don't have another Fury, which is good for us. And now we're in, I think, a pretty good position. Okay, so I can attack for 4 to start. Of note, both of their creatures are humans, and we have pro-humans with Yawgmoth. I believe this thing's a human. Oh no, it's not. It's an Elf Berserker. They're at 9. I think we're going to draw a few extra cards here while we have the chance to. Play out a land, and we will pass the turn. So the hope is they don't have a removal spell for our Yawg here. Play another land. Fingers crossed, no Fury. They're attacking with the Pyromancer. I'm going to block. They can have 1/1s. I don't care about that. I'll preserve my life total a little bit. I don't know if they remembered or didn't remember that Yawg was pro-humans, but let's see what they do here. That was a really good draw. Like, really, really good. Alright, they have another Pyromancer. Yeah, there are mountains everywhere. They draw 2. Fingers crossed, no Fury. They're hesitating for a moment. Alright, they don't do anything. So we'll lead Wall of Roots. Play out our Young Wolf. I think we Yawgmoth the Pyro. swing for 5. Let's see what they do here. Our life total is getting a little bit low. So this might have been a mistake here, because if they block with the pyro, I'm not in a position where I can minus and bring it back with an undying. So might have been a mistake. Let's see if they have a bolt here. It was a little greedy on my part. Play out a marsh, and we'll pass turn. Alright, so they didn't have it, so that was good. But yeah, I think that might have been a mistake there. We just have to dodge Fury. That's the card we don't want to see. Yeah, Cord just wins the game pretty much. Alright, so this is a Fury. We're going to draw a couple cards in response. Let's see how this goes. They have one card in hand. If they have like a bolt in hand, we'll be in rough shape. Bolt would be really, really bad for us. Alright, Evo gets us another Yogg. That might have been a mistake. I think I was supposed to stop. There's a Yogg there too. Yeah, I went one too many. That was a mistake. Now we're like really close to bolt range. Endurance isn't bad. Yeah, we're gonna put ourselves in harm's way though if they do have a bolt. Endurance is going to come in handy because it's going to get us down. Is Yogg the best card at this point? I think so. Like the other card I'm thinking about is Blood Artist. Or even like Grist. Huh. Like we can stall for 2 turns with a Grist. We'll be pretty close to just ultimating it. This is actually close. I'm really not sure here. There's like a lot of different cards I can take. The only reason I wouldn't take a Yogg is because my life total is so low. Maybe we win with Grist and just put like chump blockers in the way until then. I think that's the line I'm going to take. This might be a mistake. this is a little bit risky. If they have something like another Fury, they'll just win. We're just in like stall them out kind of mode. Okay, that's fine. Is that the one that draws a card? It is not. Okay. They named red with that. That's strange. This feels like another Fury. Oh, Fable. Okay. So they're hellbent. Yeah, so the getting Grist line was definitely very risky. Let's see what they do here. They bring these guys in for the attacks, we're fine with that. I think if they attack with both, we just have lethal. Plus Grist. I'm going to play out Hierarch. And I'm also going to leave up Endurance during their turn. And then on their turn, as long as they don't draw like their own Endurance, which I don't know if they'll play or not, but if they play Endurance, they'll beat us, but I guess. Like, if they swing with the Fury, I'm probably going to flash in the Endurance and block their Fury. Alright, so they did not discard whatever it was they drew. Second Fable? Why would they keep that? It's really strange. I'm not sure why you would want to keep that. Alright, you have a treasure. I guess I should have cast the Endurance in response to the treasure because they can flash back as Pyromancer. It's really not going to matter, but that was a mistake. I mean, it's marginal, but move to blocks. I'm going to put creatures into my graveyard. This way the Grist ultimate will be a kill for sure. Yeah, I don't know if they're not thinking about Grist, but it looks like getting Grist was the right call here. So there's 6 creatures in the graveyard. They're at 7th life. Grist lethal. Boom. All right, we're up a game. Moon decks can be a tough matchup. I will say that I have had very, very close matches with these types of decks in the past. first thing we're shaving on birds. They probably have Ragavan. On the draw, I'm going to shave Geist and a Messenger. I don't love Innkeeper. I don't think I want 4 Endurance. I think that's overkill. Let's start just seeing what this looks like. Like, the best card in our deck against these are Wall of Roots. I think maybe we shave an Evo, shave a Chord. Maybe 1 trophy. I don't even know if trophy's that good, to be honest. Like, it gets us out of a pinch if they do a Blood Moon, but maybe there are better cards. Like, we know about Blood Moon now, so we're able to play around it. Is Patra good? We'll try it like this. I'm not convinced that that's the right move, but I think that's fine. They begin with 7. I think our opening 7 is fine. Could be better. We definitely want a basic forest at some point. They lead basic forest into elf. So they potentially have a turn 2 Blood Moon. Which I think are, as long as they don't kill this Hierarch, our hand lines up pretty well against that. Feels like that's what's happening. Alright, as long as they don't Fury us. They're thinking about it. Yeah, they are creature-centric, and Hapatra does like those types of matchups. Ugh, ugh. Alright, now we might be in trouble. So we need a Force of Vigor or a Farst. Yeah, we're in a little bit of trouble. I'm going to play out the Swamp just because if I do draw a Forest, it'll allow me to get Grist out. Not much we could have done differently here outside of mulligan our opening 7. Yeah, we desperately need a green source. Them Furying was brutal. Would have been nice to have that Wooded Foothills earlier in the game. Feels like a Blood Braid. Nice lightning bolt. They hit for 5. Like, if we find Force of Vigor or Forest, this game isn't over. but now it might be over because we didn't find either of those cards. We're on a 2-turn clock now. Oh, right on time. Right on time. Alright, yeah, there's a turn or two too late. Alright, on the play, game 3. I think we just run the same 60. Alright, yes, we would like to be on the play this game. Alright, we got basics. This hand I like. I like what we're doing here. We will keep. They kept their 7. Get a basic forest. Okay, bolt the bird, reasonable. Wouldn't hate finding another land at this point. Relic, okay. Land drop? Not a land. That was not what we wanted. Alright, so I think we get Grist online. It does put our Wall of Roots in range for a Fury, but I think if they have a Fury, they're probably using it on the Grist instead. And here we can Chord and get our Dryad Arbor. We did need to hit our land drop there, though. The fact that we stalled is not a good thing. We're pretty close to a Yogg, though. If we hit a land drop, can we Yogg? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, if we hit a land drop and our Grist is still around, we will be able to get Yogg into play. A lot of ifs. This feels like they're thinking about Fury. They're thinking. Yeah, I don't know how many Geist I had the last time you looked at my hand, but yeah, we got too many of these guys. Just drawn like a fetch land, basic forest, something like that. All right, there's the Fury. Now, do they take out the wall? Okay, they take out the Grist. And that's it. They don't do anything else. We want to land. That is not a land. I'm going to start pressuring their life total, and then I might chord for like a bird or something, depending on what they do. Like, not hitting our third land is really stifling our development here. They have an endurance, okay. That's fine. This actually lets us get a wall of roots with our Chord of Calling. Which will open up our mana quite a bit. Okay, that's fine. All right, so we're going to get Hapatra into play, and then we'll get Yogg into play. I think that will be enough. 3, 4, 5. If we hit a land, maybe. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. We're still one short. They're going to get to draw cards with the Fable. Like, if they draw into another Fury, we're screwed. I think I'm going to dump the Pyromancer. We're in a tough spot here. We need a land. We need to dodge one more turn here. One more turn. But in all actuality, because of the wall bug on Moto, we're actually not going to be able to chord unless we draw a land. Okay, they didn't discard anything, so they hit land. I'm guessing they hit land. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Okay. So there's the Chandra. Yeah, the wall bug would not allow us to Hapatra into Yawgmoth. So there's the Chandra. Okay, this is really interesting. So we can chord in response. Get like another Geist. And then just start beating their face in. 3, 6, 8. Or we can get another wall. Or I can get a Scavenging Ooze. I think I get Scavenging Ooze. That sounds pretty good. What did they target with this? They targeted that guy. That's a pretty big mistake, I think. How many times have I faced against Post Malone? Currently 0. Our hopes are high that we'll see him soon, though. Yeah, I don't think they're playing Anger of the Gods. I'd be very, very surprised if that was a thing they were doing. All right, we finally hit another land. So here I think we just bring the beats, right? Yes, we will pay 2 life. Like I can pump the ooze up to a 5/5. 5. I can also just save the Wall of Roots. I think we're going to do this. We're going to eat there. We're going to attack, kill the Chandra. Hit them for 9 down to 6. Play out Hapatra. And then we need to dodge like 1 more turn here. And we do have another pump on the ooze. Is he good? He's I don't know. I've actually never seen him play nor played against him, so that's a good question. I think given his career, I think he's a little bit more casual. Alright, so we're going to go down to 9. Let's see what they have in hand. This is a very close match. If we get to untap with our ooze, I think we're in pretty good shape. Alright, they're passing the turn. I think that makes things easy. I think. So if there is a concern, the concern is them having like a removal spell. for our Hapatra. Yeah, I am going to have Bolt on my radar. If they have Bolt, I think they use it now, though. That was a really good draw. They have 2 cards in hand. Yeah, if their hand is Lightning Bolt, I think they'll win. I wonder what we do from here. They only have 1 blocker. Alright, let's see it. You have Lightning Bolt, Lightning Bolt. Oh, they have another Endurance, huh? See how they assign their blockers here. I guess they have to block the 2/3 power creatures. Like that's really their only choice at this point. So we're gonna minus on the one that's blocking the ooze to keep our ooze alive, and then the -1 counter from the Hapatra will kill off the other Endurance. These have been some really long and grindy matches we've played. Oh, I guess they can go down to 1. Could cast the Endurance right now. I do want to kind of kill this other Endurance. This is very, very tricky. See what my sideboard looks like. Do I still have Messenger in the deck? I don't. I do have Blood Artist though. I don't think I can go down to 3 life. I really would have liked to land there. This is a very, very close match. No, the consideration here is just life total. I just need to be conscious of my life total. So them sacking the relic gives us an extra blocker if we need it. I only have 3 mana. Like, the card we have to be aware of is Lightning Bolt. That's the biggest threat to us. Pyromancer, that's a good card for them. Like, I guess they're looking for a Fury. Fury into Lightning Bolt. Well, I guess, yeah, they could attack with the Goblin. This is such a close game. 5 attackers, 5 blockers. The fact that they're thinking so much. They want this mana, I guess. Thoughtseize, not very good here. All of our matches going really long on time. Okay, they have a mana. All right, I think we have the win. Unless there's something I'm not thinking about here. Cycle Tranquil Thicket. Yeah. They have to block the Geist, and whatever they block the Geist with kills the Geist, so we get there. We got there. All right, round 5 of the Modern Challenge. We are playing against Freed Mania, currently 3-1. We are on the draw. I think the 7 is too slow. I think we have to mulligan that. This is better. I think we'll keep our 6 and get rid of the Boseiju. They mulligan to 6 as well. The reason I'm getting rid of the Boseiju is so I can cast the Messenger. Turn 1 Steam Vents into Ragavan. Wolf. Not a wolf. So this is going to be a little unfortunate. We are going to take a hit from the Ragavan. Alright, so we're playing against Breach again. Let's see what they pull off of our... Alright, they just hit a land. Okay. Just playing that for a scry, I guess. They have no cards in hand. I shouldn't have played that. That was a mistake. Ugh. That was a mistake. I should have played Fetched and Shocked there. That was bad. I wasn't even thinking. Alright, they're back up to 2 cards in hand. 3 card types in the graveyard. Otawara. They're going straight beatdown plan. Ragavan gives them an Innkeeper. Man, I imagine you cast that. They didn't. Interesting. Huh. We've drawn lands every turn so far. Would have liked like one of them, but more than that is a little excessive. We're pretty far behind as it stands. But if we get... Alright, so we have to block here. I wonder if their last card is like a Breach, which is why they did that. Or another Ragavan. It also makes sense. Wall of Roots isn't bad, so we can go Messenger this turn. Next turn, Wall of Roots, Evo, Yogg. If we had a Twilight Mirror there, that would have been nice. Their Saga tokens are going to be pretty big pretty quickly. They're attacking here. Once again, I think I have to block. No cards in hand. Alright, just naturally drawing Yogg. Also not terrible. I think we'll fetch basic here. Oh, I don't have a basic. Okay. Where's my... Oh, they hit a forest off of the Ragavan. I should have looked for that. That was a mistake. All right, I guess we're using our Evo then. Alright, so they're going to have some pretty big Saga tokens. I imagine they're going to get a Shadow Spear as well. It's a 4/4/5/5. It's going to be like a 6/6 or 7/7. I don't think they have a main deck Needle. The fact that they added a mana there to me says that they might have drawn a Breach or an Iteration. Interesting they got Drum there. They have quite a bit of mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's an Emery. That's fine. You have an Emery. That's a pretty good draw. So we're going to kill the Emery here. Actually pretty close to just killing them. Can we just kill them? The Seiju, Wall of Roots, Wall of Roots. Are we one short? Yeah, we're one short. Dried Arb is in our graveyard. So I think we play out the wall. And they have one draw step. And we have an answer to a Breach if they draw one. This is kind of a little bit of a situation. Huh. So So if I block with the wall, I can't cast Boseiju. This is a really good attack. If I don't block and they drew something like Bolt, I'll just die. If I block with the Yogg, once again I can't cast Boseiju. So I think I have to block here. See if they drew it. Alright, it doesn't appear so. Okay, that makes that pretty easy. Alright, so I do this up. Actually, I do this right now. That would be silly. Get the Blood Artist. Yeah, this matchup's really interesting. What matchups do I like to play? That is a good question. I will tell you in a moment. I think that might be how we did it last time. I think that looks pretty good. What do I like to play against? I don't know. I think all everything in the format is pretty interesting and interactive. I guess I don't like playing against Fury decks, Fury, Solitude, Ephemerate decks, and everything else I enjoy. So our opening 7's pretty good. Marsh is not bad. I mean, you have to imagine the bird would get bolted. I wonder if it's better to just hold the bird in my hand. I think it might be better, just as pitch fodder. Playing Fury is fun. Playing against Fury, not so fun. Alright, so here comes an Emry. Sure. Okay, and they milled a Fury, which is really good to know about. We'll play out the Tomb. I think we'll play out the Bird here. Just because on our next turn we'll have mana up to be able to cast stuff. See if they have something like a Bauble. I guess if they had a Bauble, they would have used it, though. The Ferry's kind of annoying. Alright, Might isn't bad. We could die next turn. I think we need to get Grist down. And then on the following turn is when we can do stuff. All right, Grist, I see you. Like, we need to get rid of this Teferi because it cuts off all of our interaction. Mentor. I didn't see that one coming. I guess Mentor with Emery is like combo. Alright, Needle's kind of annoying. And they name Yawgmoth. So they have one card in hand. I imagine with the Saga they probably get themselves a Bauble. There's like a lot of different things to consider right now. So I can play out Young Wolf, exile the Saga, kill the Teferi, and then have Force and Endurance up. I mean, is that what I want to do? I think I need to get rid of this Teferi. Like every card they have is like a pretty substantial threat. Now do I need to exile this Saga as well? I think. I need to keep this bird in hand so I can exile it. JIC. Just in case, for those wondering. feel like it was a pretty good turn for both of us. Swinging everybody at me. I think we take it. I think they have like a bolt or something in response. Or heat, okay. 4 card types. I guess the question is, what do we value more, endurance or grist? I think we let this happen. All right. So the plan is going to be to dump the Shadow Spear and the Needle, flash in the Endurance, put them both back in the library, and then block up a storm, killing off the Mentor, hopefully. Breach, we can deal with this. I think we play this pretty well. Definitely don't want to yield through the turn. Okay, we've stabilized. Kind of. Now if we draw into a Yawgmoth, we'll be in good shape. This is just like a scry, right? So they put one on top and the other is on the bottom. They attack with a bunch of monks. Breach goes. Alright, this is the point in the game where we need to find Yawgmoth. Alright, we definitely need to get rid of Mentor. We also kind of need to get rid of Emry, because that could be... I'm going to leave this land in hand just to keep them guessing a little bit. I imagine this is a non-creature spell. Yeah. Oh, and that's a pretty good one too. That's 2 draw steps for them. That's really, really good. So we'll see how they attack here. If they just go face, Ow. Oh, they're just going face at me. And we take 6. Do I block there as well? So that's a 1-for-1. We'll take 6. We'll still have our wolf. I think that's fine. Surprised they didn't sacrifice the bauble before. Oh, I guess they did. They knew what we had on top. Never mind. Yeah, it's not a great one. Not great. So you're going to be swinging in with a bunch more 3/3s. They have... It feels like we're losing this game, is what it feels like. It's going to be hard to beat this engine. We have 10 minutes left on the clock, too, so I do have to keep an eye on that. Probably would make sense for me to just scoop it up at this point. Alright, they have a Fury. You know, I'm going to scoop this one. I'm doing that for time consideration. Alright, I think I like... Maybe we bring in Hapatra, seeing the mentor. We shave a young wolf on the draw, or on the play. Mentor is interesting. All right, we like this 7. We'll keep this. Need to keep Fury on my radar, so don't play into that. Grist off the top. All right, so here I'm gonna play the Innkeeper. Second bird's gonna be pitch fodder. We haven't seen a ledger shredder yet. I could fetch Dryad Arbor here, but I think I'm just going to get a black source just to set myself up for later in the game. Yeah, the Mentor feels like it's maybe like a sideboard card. All right, bring the beats. So we've got quite a few bases covered at this point. I don't know that they're going to necessarily be able to remove the Yogg this turn unless they 2-for-1 themselves. So we'll see how they play this. Breach. Sure, you have a breach. Amber. maybe that was hasty on my part. All right, that's actually really good. I think that's really good. All right, we'll start with an attack. Like I can go Wall of Roots, then have Endurance to flash in.
Brandon, do you want some eggs?
Sure. Maybe I'll lead on one of these. Oh, sorry. Thanks, babe. Like you'd figure with 4 card draws, I'd be able to flash in the Endurance. So I think that's okay. I could also just sacrifice the bird right now. It's 3 cards in hand. Looking at my top card. Passing the turn. All right, feels like we're pretty far ahead right now. Like having this Endurance in our back pocket feels pretty good. I wonder if I just Boseiju this Saga right now. No, I don't think I need to. I think I hold it. No, I'm not married. We're engaged. We've been engaged for quite some time. Saga gives quite a bit of time. I do have 5.5 minutes left too. I need to keep my eye on that. All right, we're going to respond to this. So if they have an Unholy Heat, that will be annoying. Okay, they don't. See what they do from here. I would imagine bouncing the Yogg. So I don't want to sacrifice the bird because it'll cut me off of the double mana. I think we just let this happen. Does this just give us lethal? 3/6 puts them down to 1 life, but it pulls the Boseiju out of our hand, which kind of sucks. Okay, so we're going to attack the Teferi and attack them. They're going to activate the Saga. We're going to kill the token. It's really close to just having lethal here. They're down to 4. Alright, so yeah, we just have lethal. Sorry, I've been so focused on this game here. Didn't see the chat. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the congratulations. Oh. All right. I muted my audio. My apologies. This is round 6 of our Modern Challenge. Currently 4-1. We are on the draw against Drugo. I kind of snap-kept my opening 7. I would have liked to... I didn't realize how much time had passed by. I would have liked to have thought about it a little bit more. This might be Breach again. This might be Murktide. I'm going to fetch out a basic to start. Just... in case it's Murktide, I want to have access to double green. Oh, okay. I was not expecting that. Alright, so we're playing against Living End. In which case, we might be in trouble. This could be very bad. Not a good start. Honestly, I haven't seen Living End in quite some time. Alright, so they don't do this draw step, which is nice for us. They also didn't cycle anything else, which is kind of strange. Just gonna play out a Geist and then pass the turn. Like if they Living End here, they'll get like a 3/3. I guess I should have played out the Catacombs. That was a mistake. The reason I should have played out the Catacombs is if they cast Living End, the Architects will give me the opportunity to shuffle. We really want one more turn here, because that will let us get a Yawgmoth. Let's see if we have that chance. This game's played out kind of weird. I guess they're just a little light on cyclers to start out. Feels like a shardless. they don't really have that much. But I think we get our endurance here. So it'll be our endurance against their, or it'll be our Geist against their Shardless Agent. Okay, that's one way to go about it. Double Street Wraith. That's a pretty quick clock. Best draw for us at this point is a Yawgmoth. Pretty straightforward. That is not it. So we're going to take a hit for 6. We'll go down to 13. We're going to kill their Shardless with the Boseiju. Give them an extra land. I'm going to fetch out our Dryad Arbor here. Not sure why our deck is so small. Now if they have something like a Subtlety, that would be pretty rough. They could also have like Force and Negation. Should also be really bad. I think we need to push here and we need to get Yawgmoth, so that's what I'm going to do. Like, this is the way we win the game. Get Yawgmoth in play. I don't think this is resolving. Okay, I'm going to scoop it. Alright, now that we know what we're playing against, let me see. So we're going to have to win game 3 on the draw. If we get to a game 3. 2 wall, 2 Evo, 1 chord. 2 wall, 2 Evo, 1 chord. A Geist. This is 61 as it stands. I think we can get rid of a Wolf as well. I actually like having, especially on the play, I like having all my Grist, so we're going to keep that. Like turn 2 Grist against them is actually really solid. On the draw, I might bring in a Force of Vigor, potentially. Depends what we see this game. So if they have like Leyline of the Void and Leyline of Sanctity, that would be bad, but So we would love to keep this hand if we had an extra land, but we cannot. This one is quite risky, but I think we're going to keep it. Alright, there's the ley line. It's going to be very sketchy. Very, very... Like, we're really, really banking hard on this thing resolving. And then they can always, like, living end in response to our Necro, given... I mean, they only have 1/4/4, but we really don't have much going for ourselves right now. So that, I mean, that might be enough to beat us. Yep. All right, so they are representing one of a couple of cards, but we gotta fire this off. Either they're gonna living end or they're going to... Oh wow. Force of negation? Do they have it? No force. No force. They have it. They have the force. Oh, they don't? Okay. Fingers crossed. Whew. It's the name of the card, right? I hope so. Alright, they're gonna get a 2/2. Like, we're still not out of the water. Like, they have a 4/4 beater. We really don't have much. So they have Leyline of Sanctities and of the Void. Alright, we got about 5 turns to draw into something. So let's make that happen. I guess I should have looked to see if they had a... I didn't really take a very close look at their deck. I just saw the ley lines. I probably should have looked a little closer. Alright, we're down to 17 here. Yawgmoth. It's not great. Alright, we're hellbent. We are on the clock here. Yikes. Alright, like we really need a Yawgmoth now. We know their hand. Yawg. Ugh. Not like this. Losing to the living end beatdown plan never feels good. Six. If you go down to 6, go down to 4, 3. I think we need to preserve our life total a little bit more so. They're going to be able to play double Shardless Agent. Like, we can survive this if we draw Yawgmoth. I believe. Actually, we might not be able to. Block. The problem is we need to proliferate, but we're going to be down a blocker. Like, that was our best draw. The thing is, I need to tap the Dried Arbor. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this here. It's going to be close. So let me see. Block here, sacrifice. We're down to 5. It's still lethal. Do I have an out from here? I guess like a bird, maybe? Is a bird even good enough? If I draw 3 more cards, I don't know what my out is, but I know I can't win as it stands, so I have to do this. Maybe I have to get rid of one of the flyers altogether, and then draw a bird to block the other one. No, not a Yawgmoth. I think we're dead at this point. There's the bird. Down to 2. There's a tapped land. Not good enough. All right. Well, that was anticlimactic. Our round started a little bit early. All right, opening 7. I think this is a keep. We are playing against Hank the Obese. Interesting name. All right, we'll keep this. We got 5 minutes off our timer already too, so I'm gonna have to play a little bit quicker than usual. We're in. Okay, let's do it. Hank was just leaving us in suspense. I thought we were gonna get a free win there. And Hank moves to discard. Okay. A little confused here. So I imagine we're playing against Titan here. I think we just swing for 3, play out our Yogg, and then kill next turn. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Land number 2. Blood Crypt. This feels like a persist. Okay. Still a few mana short of being able to Valakut us. Oh, I know what this is. Okay. This is creativity. But this is the build with prime times. Okay, Hank scoops it up. So we're back. We are on the draw. We're going to keep our 7. And just so you guys know, OBS is glitching right now. Hopefully it doesn't mess up again, but that was why it disconnected there for a moment. Blood Crypt pass. So they're representing a removal spell. I think I let them use it. Let them have it. They don't have another land. Wow. That was a good draw. See if they have something like a Fatal Push. And if they don't, Next turn we can get a Geist, and then the following turn we can Evo the Geist. No Fatal Push. Alright, good. Sorry about that. All right, they're like so far behind at this point. I'm gonna play out the Tomb. I'm gonna shock. And we're gonna Chord and get a Geist here. Feels like we're pretty far ahead. This has been a weird match, right? Two mana. Wonder if this is like a Bitter Reunion. Yes. See what they discard. Did I bring in my Ooze? I did not. Discard an Archon. Play out a Dwarven Mine. So I'm faced with a little bit of a dilemma here. I think we're gonna let them reanimate this. 1, 2, 3. Sack, and then kill them next turn. Oh, maybe because I drew the Yawgmoth, like the safe move. No, but they could have a creativity. I think the safe move here, the safer move, is to have the trophy up. Unless there's something else I'm missing. Alright, so this is going to be a persist. I'm going to add a green. And we'll discard, we'll sacrifice here, discard there. Now if they have something like a, okay, so they're not going to use that. If they have another persist, they can get us here. Which appears they don't. All right, another Bitter Reunion. So we should have the win here. They played their land for a turn already. Alright, we'll fetch our basic. I guess we can fetch non-basic here. Alright, that's a little insurance policy. See if they just scoop it up here. It is Yogg time, and they scoop. Okay, okay. We're 5-2. We got there. Half of that match was spent just waiting. Oh, that was it. Oh, it was only a 7-round event. Okay. I thought, for some reason, I thought this was 9 rounds. Oh. Okay. Well, Demonic Tutors finished in the top 8, so that's cool. We finished in 19th place, which is 300 play points and 5 treasure chests. I was expecting more. Disappointing. And I will see everybody next time. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it, everybody.